whether you wanted to be one or not.
A judge ruled that Texas Governor Greg Abbott's executive order banning mask mandates in school violated the Americans with Disabilities Act. Because in Texas, you have to treat the disabled with care and respect until the day you execute them. I don't know why I thought that'd make you laugh.
Former President Trump was filmed doing the tomahawk chop at a World Series game in Atlanta. Native American groups said they found it extremely offensive to see their culture associated with someone who can't even run a successful casino.
Last week, environmentalists are warning visitors to the Canary Islands that having sex on the sand dunes is causing them to erode faster, not to mention making them super clumpy. National Impotency Awareness Month began on Monday, and I, for one, thought it'd never come.
A TikTok went viral of a squirrel that appeared to be holding hands with a woman. See, it's like Che always says, gay marriage is a slippery slope.
An 83-year-old man has become the oldest person ever to hike the Appalachian Trail. The man dedicated the walk to his wife, who died a few miles back.
Matt Gaetz said his office would be open to hiring Kyle Rittenhouse as a congressional intern, because Gaetz has always loved teenagers who are willing to do terrible things.
Ooh. McAuliffe lost to Republican Glenn Youngkin in the Virginia governor's race, but on the bright side, losers from Virginia usually get a statue. Political experts say
contempt of Congress charges and said, we are taking down the Biden regime. Well, I hate to break it to you, Steve, but I think Biden's got that covered all on his own.
On Friday, Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty in the murder of 2 men during a Black Lives Matter protest. So hopefully he got all that shooting out of his system before he becomes a cop. New research shows that before honeybees are killed by murder hornets, they scream a rally cry to other bees who sadly just film the attack on their phones. It's not real, guys.
It's bees.
Found guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking this week, but won't be sentenced until next May, after R. Kelly's lawyers successfully negotiated 1 more school year. In the wake of the R. Kelly verdict, there's a growing movement online to force music streaming services to remove his music. I mean, after all, streaming is basically what got him in trouble in the first place.
Bishops, Pope Francis suggested that the Vatican may consider dropping celibacy requirements for some priests. Then he rushed back to the mic to add, with adult women.
Florida Sears, seen here attempting suicide by cop, was elected. A goat has been born in India with a genetic deformity that makes it look like it has a human face. Wow, crazy. How did that happen? Said a lonely farmer. Whatever, man. Whatever.
It's announced that for the first time ever, Disney parks will feature black Santa Clauses, unfortunately as part of the Villains Parade.
Trump advisor Roger Stone, who draws his glasses on with a Sharpie, refused to cooperate with the committee investigating the January 6th attacks, though Stone said he would be open to sitting in the corner watching the committee take turns on his wife. Tuesday was International Women's Day, so hopefully you remember to smile. In the sex trafficking trial of Ghislaine Maxwell, said that Maxwell told her that Jeffrey Epstein needed to have sex about 3 times a day, and if not, he'd kill himself.
But do you get it?
An 81-year-old pharmacist in Pennsylvania was arrested for allegedly trading drugs for sexual favors. Wow, so he's a pharmacist now. Oh, that's good.
He attacked Disney for opposing the state's Don't Say Gay bill, calling the company a woke corporation. Disney denied the claims of wokeness with roughly 90 years of cartoons. Well, it's officially...
Pope Francis said this week that getting vaccinated against COVID is a moral obligation, especially since priests work so closely with kids.
That was the worst.
Have captured a 500-pound black bear living on a college campus. A black bear that, let's face it, took the spot of more deserving white and Asian bears.
That's racist, man.
Many of the members of Congress attending the State of the Union wore blue and yellow to show their support for Ukraine, while Kamala Harris wore all brown to do what she's done for the last year, disappear into the background. Dubai has opened the Museum of the Future, which attempts to show what the world will be like in 50 years. And let's just say the museum does not feature a polar bear exhibit. A new study finds that 11% of American adults are afraid of the dark, especially if that dark is behind them at the ATM.
A video has also gone viral of President Biden finishing a speech in North Carolina, then apparently turning to shake hands with an invisible person. Hey, her name is Kamala. When's the last time you saw her?
Mental health experts are now recommending that children start being screened for anxiety when they are 8 years old, because it can be pretty stressful down at that old iPhone factory. The manhunt for the New York City subway shooter ended when the suspect called the police tip line to say that he was in an East Village McDonald's, where, judging by this photo, he was auditioning for the role of Grimace.
Michael.
Oh, come on.
A British lawmaker resigned after admitting that he watched porn on his phone in the chambers of Parliament, which seems pretty tame considering our Congress allows full penetration.
That was intense.
A bat used by Jackie Robinson was sold at auction for more than $1 million. The bat is considered to be so valuable because Robinson used it at an all-star game and also to get back to his car safely.
Biden chose Jackson after interviewing 3 finalists this week. Weird, I thought interviewing black candidates was just for show, said the NFL.
Kevin Spacey will star in a historical drama about Genghis Khan's grandson. Said Spacey, you had me at grandson.
It was reported that Buckingham Palace staff have been mocking Prince Andrew with a nursery rhyme. Said Prince Andrew, ooh, nursery.
Oh, God. A 220-carat diamond known as the Rock will become the largest white diamond ever auctioned off. Wow, 220 carats. I mean, can you imagine the size of the child who mined that? Kid's huge, man.
Happy Mother's Day.
A California hiker who was attacked by a mountain lion said that her dog saved her life by jumping to her defense, because after the dog, the mountain lion was way too full to eat anything else. It's not real.
Capturing Chernobyl is like landing an audition for Harvey Weinstein now.
In a new documentary, an ex-girlfriend of Prince Andrew describes Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell as Batman and Robin. Come on, what does Batman and Robin have in common with a billionaire that grooms teenagers? A woman in Maryland graduated from college a day after her 82nd birthday. Apparently, it took her so long because she's very, very dumb. I'm doing another one. A woman in Maryland graduated from college a day after her 82nd birthday, but I heard they only passed her because her roommate died.
Officially been censured after posting a violent anime video that depicted him killing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. But I don't know, he's a 60-year-old man who makes his own anime. When he heard he was getting punished, he was probably like, is it nipple clamps? I just hope an octopus doesn't do anything to me.
This year,
That was pretty hilarious. I can see that was.
We have a tradition where Che and I
That was super hilarious, guys. I did took down.
welcome to the
I'm Colin Jost.
I did took down a couple of notes, and one of the things I'm gonna talk first is the fact that Americans are scared of the dark. 11% of Americans are scared of the dark. Is that really true? I don't think that's true. I mean, like, if you look at it in a lot of our streets here in America, it's pretty dark. There are not a lot of street lights on our streets, so I can say 11% of people are scared of the dark. And also, Colin Jost said the bulb was sold for one, or not, Chess said the bulb was sold for $1 million. That is a lot. I've never seen a bulb that has been sold for that long. And also, Governor Ron Dos Santos called Disney woke. It's like a woke movement. So, woke movement was a system, a culture that was put in place by the black people against social injustice and stuff like that, and how black people could be treated much better in America. But I don't think Disney is that. I don't think Disney is part of the woke movement. I don't think so. Huh? And also, yeah, another thing too that I noticed is International Women's Day is not really that celebrated in America, so you don't really see that being celebrated a lot in America as opposed to other places, other countries. And also, Pope says Pope Francis dropping celibacy requirement for some priests. Can you imagine if priests and fathers are allowed to get married? I mean, that would be cool, though. I mean, you will see less of gay sex among priests, like having sex with kids. You will see that less, and they'll be free to speak with the lady. They mingle with other ladies. So, for me, in my own opinion, if I was asked like, should it be 12, I would say, hey, yeah. I mean, let priests go ahead and get married. Let them go ahead and date and find love. So it was also another one about a man that won the race and dedicated his time to. I was taking down these notes. So Donald Trump did something called Zitong Hand Chap, and the native says he kind of run a successful casino. I think Donald Trump doesn't do a lot of casinos. He does more of hotels and less of casinos. And also with the fact of the TikTok square greeting a woman, but that is well, not the TikTok square, the square greeting a woman. That is pretty cool. It's really interesting. I mean, square are friendly, just that it's hard to catch them sometimes. When you try to catch them, they run away. But overall, they are pretty friendly. Right, guys, thanks for watching this.